Welcome back, everyone. For this art lesson, we're going to look at and create some artwork based on an artist named Laurel Burch. And to start, I'm going to go ahead and show you some things about the artist and go over a little info, and then we'll get started on doing our own. Okay, so here we go. There is a picture of the artist standing in front of one of her paintings. Okay, obviously you see a lot of cats there, and she was very, very well known for these bright and colorful paintings of cats with a lot of bright, colorful patterns. This one just shows the cat's portrait, but a lot of them have the entire cat, like the whole body and tail and everything. So this is just one example. She became very famous for this and did a lot of different animal forms with the same idea. Lots of bright, colorful patterns, but the cats are what she's probably the most known for. There's another example with the full cat. So these are titled Fantastic Felines, and there's actually a book out there with all of her fantastic felines where she's created all sorts of different bright, colorful cats. There's another example of a Laurel Burch painting. Okay, a little info about the artist. She was born in 1945 and passed away in 2007. An American-born artist and designer. So not only was her artwork done on paintings, they were created on different clothing items and all sorts of different things you could purchase with her art. So her art was sold in a lot of different ways, not just large paintings. Okay, sometimes they were put on smaller things, and she designed them in different ways, and that became her own business. When she started, she began making a lot of paintings for restaurants and businesses and things like that, and then eventually worked into creating her own business off of creating these different animals and especially the cats in all sorts of these bright, colorful ways. You could buy them on t-shirts and scarves and necklaces and mugs and sweatshirts and posters and all sorts of other things you can buy her artwork on. So anyway, that's a little bit about the artist and a few examples there. And let's move on to creating our own Laurel Burch cat. There's a good example of something we might do. Your cat could be facing either direction. I'm not sure which way I'll draw it yet, but it's up to you which way you want it facing. And we'll do something very similar with our own designs and patterns. As you can see, each cat's unique in its own way. Some are a little skinnier, a little wider, different colors, different pattern ideas. The nose changes a little bit on each, so she makes each one a little bit unique in her own way. So we're going to try to make our own unique cats in the same way. So let me switch back over here and we can get to drawing. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Sharpie and get started. As far as drawing our cat, this is what I like to do and how I like to start. I'll draw the cat's head first, and then we'll add the body to the rest of the page. So I have my paper turned vertical here like portrait, so I have more room to work down. And I'll start over in this area with my cat's head, or I could start on this side, depends on which way I want it facing. I'm going to make mine facing this way and put the head over here. Okay, so to start the head, basically what we're going to do is start with a line that's going to curve around like this, and then back up in the middle like so, and then the other side is going to do similar thing. This will be like the cat's chin right here. Okay, the ears are going to be up here, so I can do a little point for the ears. Then I can connect for the top of the head. Okay, now this line I'm going to make go a little higher. And then now I need to draw where the eyes and nose will be. What I like to do is start about here and draw a curved line. And then go to this side and draw a curved line. Then in the middle, I'm going to draw this down. Now the nose, there's a lot of ways I can do the nose. I can make them different. I know she has some different ones. I'm actually going to draw mine going down to a point right here. If I want, I can put a couple little dots on the nose. There's my cat's nose. There's other ways I've seen them though. I don't know if you can see that very well, but see that one there? The nose is a little different. It's rounded on the sides and it curls around in the middle a little bit. So you can play around with different ways to make the nose on your cat. I'm going to keep mine simple like this and maybe even draw a line across the top. There we go. Now, the eyes. We already have a good space to put the eyes. So I can continue this and make this the eye, or I could draw the eyes separate. Either way would work fine. I'm going to draw my eye as a continuation of what I just did. So I'm going to draw this right back into here, and then same on this side. Okay, the inside of the eyes. I'll add something like that. The center of the eye, there's different things you could do. You could draw a big dot in the middle. You could draw more of like that shape in the middle. However you want the eyes to be. So I'm going to draw mine like that. Okay, now that's the main idea there. I could draw a few whiskers now, or I could save those for later. Now on to the rest of the cat. So I have the main outline of the head here. Now we're going to start up here, kind of near the eye, and draw a line that's going to come all the way down like this. And every cat can be a little different. Okay, so I'm going to go right down to there. I'm stopping there for just a second. Then I'm going to come over to this side, and I'm going to draw a line starting here. That's going to go down like that. This is about where I want the paws to be, so I'm going to curve this here and back up, and do another one here and back up. I can make this line a little longer if I like. Okay, this is where the paws will be, so I can draw some little lines in here for the claws. Okay, and then now this is going to curve all the way around and turn into a tail. So this here, I can curve it around. It's going to run into this leg. I can curve it in a spiral. I can curve it up back this way. So what do you want your cat's tail to look like? They can all be a little different. Maybe I'll curl mine in like this. Now I'm going to come back to here and then do that again to create my cat's tail. So yours can be different. Maybe your tail goes up and over here. That's kind of up to you how you want your cat's tail to look. All right, there's the main outline of my Laurel Burch cat. Now I can add my designs. What kind of designs do I want on mine? Well, that's up to you. I'll post a few samples. I could do zigzag lines. I could do spirals. I see triangles. Let me show you the sample again. Okay, there's some repeated circles. There's triangles. There's zigzag stripes, diagonal zigzag stripes. Some of the faces have designs on the face too. What do you want yours to look like? I could do a flower pattern like this one here. So there's flowers and leaves on the cat. So what kind of a design or pattern do you want on yours? Here's one where I played around with some spirals and triangles on the portrait part. So come up with your design. What do you want to do? Maybe on the face I will do these triangles. I've seen a few of her fantastic cats that had triangle patterns on them. Okay. And if I can, maybe I'll put another triangle inside of those triangles. So maybe I'll do this on the face. Okay, and then maybe on the head, maybe there's a big triangle on the forehead. And maybe there is another triangle on each side. There, I could even double my lines around the eyes and draw a second line. A second line. Okay, so there's some good details going. Whiskers, when I'm all done, I can draw a few whiskers on here. Now onto the cat. On the body, what do I want on the body? I can do all sorts of different designs. So kind of come up with what you want. Maybe I'll do that flower pattern. I kind of like that. So I'll draw part of a circle and some flower petals coming out. Maybe another circle in here. Maybe I'll draw a spiral right here. So kind of come up with your design. What kind of patterns and designs do you want to fill yours in with? They should all look different. Everyone's cat should be unique. So how can we make ours unique? Okay, I'm just going to continue with this until I feel like there's enough. And then when I'm all done with my patterns and designs, think of some really cool bright colors that you can fill it in with. So some different size flower designs, or like I said, you can do all sorts of different patterns and shapes. That's up to you. Like I said, they're all going to be a little bit different and unique, so we make them all in our own way. Maybe this has some points like that. I could add some leaves. Okay, so my flowery design could have some leaves coming out. So just continue until it looks like it's ready for color. And come up with your own design. What do you want yours to look like? Okay, I think I have a pretty good start, but I keep going until I thought I was completely finished. You could even add a design in the background when you're done. I'm going to do some zigzag stripes in my background. Goes behind the cat and a little zigzag there. And then I could color these stripes. What color do I want my zigzag stripes to be when I'm all done? What color do I want my cat and my patterns to be? But there you go, there's a good start on it. And I look forward to seeing what you come up with and how you can make your fantastic feline unique in your own way.